Man, that always get me hyped. Like we really about to talk
Yes,
about some
sir.
stuff. But welcome to the South Pod, where we cover the storylines and stats of the NFC South. I'm your host Corey. Frodo here, Rich here, Kratos here, Ant
Yo,
Man. He's in my. He's on the injury reserve list. He's on the injury
Like
reserve
the
list,
rest of
like
the
the not,
49ers.
yeah, like the 45ers. He's on the pup list, so we might activate him from the practice squad and bring him up later. But
that man.
we're gonna jump right into that.
Smith.
What's up?
I said he like Stephen A. Smith. He folded.
Way back.
Yeah.
Absolutely, man. I know y'all doing all right today. So we just gonna go and jump into last night's game, Atlanta versus the Bills. And it was just like I predicted via the text. And y'all didn't believe me. I called the Eagles and I called the Bills for an upset. And sure enough, it was an upset. The defense for Atlanta, they showed up. They've been showing up all season, except for when they played Carolina. But they showed up last night. And they actually, got a couple of turnovers to help them win the game against the defending AFC East champs, the Buffalo Bills. And a couple of questions came to my mind, like, are the Buffalo Bills for real? Are they missing something? Or it was more about Atlanta than it was about the Bills, because Atlanta came off a bye week. They put up a total of 443 yards, 233 passing. Bijan was all world last night. The stage was here. It's 210 rushing yards for Atlanta. They were averaging about 6.7 yards a carry per play. So the stats don't really tell the whole story, but Josh was running for his life last night. That's what I saw. He had no number one, and he couldn't get it done with all his slot receivers. His favorite tight end was out. But hey, Atlanta came in, they did what they had to do. Tell me, how you feeling about it?
Like I said to y'all last night, man, while I was at the game, there's a tale of two halves for me. We had the first half. I was in the stands, like, in disbelief, like, what's really going on? Is this my team? Because it looked like a complete team in all three phases, playing together in the same game. Throughout the season, we've had offense play, then defense play, then special teams play, and then defense, and nobody played. Like you just mentioned, that Carolina game, ain't nobody showed the fuck up for that game. So that the whole team was on the bus. We went to the Washington Commanders game, played a decent game, had some miscues there, but ended up taking the win. So I said that was a gimme game from Dan Quinn. When me and you, Corey, talked about that, I said he
Yep.
override that to get some motivation. I still believe that, and I'm gonna hold on to that one. So you can put an asterisk next to that win all year for me. But this win, man, I was afraid to go into the second half and see what's gonna happen. I did. I will say shout out to Arthur Blank. For 60 years of the Falcons or whatever. Had a little celebration, man. We had all kind of ATL reps in the building. Jeezy performed at halftime, banging show. So we enjoyed that as a Falcon fan. I want to do a shout out to that. Make sure Mr. Blank know the love. Also, all the other people's in the building: Young Dro, Jermaine Dupree, Ti, Ugly Tiny. And Bow Wow was there as well. But anyway, back to the game. I think it was the Bijan show, man. Fourth quarter, these guys, I think the most impressive part about the game to me was the fourth quarter. 6 minutes, 43 seconds left in the game. And we had 14 plays, 68 yards, took off 5 minutes of the clock, which is important. I call it the Bijan playbook because every play was to Bijan. Hand the ball to Bijan, throw to Bijan, toss it to him on the sweep. Whatever he had to do to get the ball to Bijan, him and Algiers kind of solidified that drive. Only one catch to Drake for a first down, which was a good catch. Good position by him. Get down, don't fumble the damn ball this time. So a lot of great things in that drive. That to me, that shows maturity and growth right there. Because usually in those moments, we don't call the best plays, and we can't close the game out or make it hard for another team to come back. We had the opportunity against Tampa in week 1, couldn't do anything with it, missing field goals. They missed a point after attempt, gave us a window. We still blew it. We had a good drive, but we couldn't stop them going back down the field. So this game, all those things I've been seeing all season, they finally put it together in that fourth quarter to kind of hold off the Bills. Bills scored once in the first half, once in the second half. A lot of pressure, like you mentioned, 47.1% pressure rate on Allen, and they blitzed 55% of the time. That's the most he's been blitzed since 2021. So is something wrong with the Bills? Not sure, but I think that Jeff Olberg has done a great job since he came in, getting the best out of those young players. And those boys are dialed in right now. Even Alford had a damn good game. He had an interception. I think he got he had some pretty good stats, even though both touchdowns were scored over him. He still has some pretty good stats. So, he tried to fight back a little bit. But overall, I'm impressed with the Bijan show, man. I was happy for the win. I didn't think we was going to get it, although I said we are going to get it because I'm supposed to sit there as a fan. But
yeah, y'all definitely the second half, man. I don't understand what be happening with you, but y'all pulled it out, man. That was a great victory. But Rich, what does it say about the Bills?
You know what, man? I think the Bills are in trouble. I think part of the Bills' identity, and they're kind of getting away from it, is running the ball with James Cook. You got a player that caliber, James Cook, and you're not even actually going to him. You're putting all the pressure on Josh, Allen to go out there and perform. And like Telly alluded to and stated, you have, and you stated as well, Corey, you have no actually number one receiver. So you're trying to force that ball down, the field. That's what's caused those interceptions, man. But I think they're getting away from their game plan. They're putting too much on actually Josh Allen, and they're not playing well together right now as a team. So I think they're in an identity crisis right now. So they need to go back to the drawing board, man, and kind of figure it out. Because if they don't, I think they're going to be in trouble.
Yeah, I agree with you about the identity crisis, and who better to relate to an identity crisis than the Carolina Panthers? But I think y'all got an identity. I think y'all starting to form an identity right now, But Kratos, man, Bijan was he was killing them.
I said this last year, and I'll say it again. I enjoy watching Bijan run the hell out of that damn ball, bro. Atlanta, y'all was clicking on all cylinders. I'm not even gonna lie. Offense was explosive. Defense did that damn thing, but y'all gonna have to, you're gonna have to work on that. But I'll say this: even though Penix has that love relationship with London, let him keep that shit because it was working. So I would say continue that damn. But yes, utilize your other demons in the back, as well as your other targets on the field. But man, y'all were clicking on all cylinders, and damn, Bijan. London, I can't take away from London too. Bijan had 170 yards rushing. London had 158. So I'm just saying. Y'all did y'all thing.
Yeah, Penix, he didn't lose the game for him.
Nope.
He didn't, and they didn't ask that much of him in that game because the running game was definitely on point. My only concern with Penix is after that first read.
Yeah.
After that first read, if it ain't there,
he's
in trouble. Yes, he does. So moving down the road, I want to see him make his progressions, going through whatever. But he know when in doubt, throw it to Drake. And it's been good for him. I don't understand what's going on with the other receivers. He got a relationship with Pitts that was early on, but he going away from that. I guess the game plan now is finally to give Bijan the ball, and we'll play action off of that, to get Drake involved, and then we'll sprinkle a little Algier in here, but they're gonna have to get them other weapons involved. Yeah. They're gonna have to do it. What you think?
Oh,
go ahead, Kratos.
Well, think about it. Now that we're talking about as far as coaching, they are actually making their changes as they see fit now, and this is what happened. This is what's happening with the running play. Telly was saying it earlier. Run the damn ball. You see the text all the time. Run the damn ball. So start changing it up, and I think that's what they're doing.
Yeah, I think what they call that Penix to London connection of 9 to 5. So you know what I'm saying, they putting in work at 9 to 5. So I like the little saying they got for them is great. My thing with Penix is that he get to work on it also. He probably gonna fix it during the season. Is his touch on certain balls. So I think some of the reads he see him, but I don't think he has a confidence that he can hit those passes. So he goes with the pass at the route that he feels most comfortable with, and most of the time that's Drake or Pitts that's in those routes that he's gonna throw the ball to. number 82. I don't even know the young fellow's name, but he dropped too many damn passes. He's a fill-in right now because Mooney is out hurt. And I think when Mooney comes back, then that's going to give Penix somebody else that he's comfortable with in the certain routes to throw it to. Because if you notice, he really didn't throw the ball down the field much. Most of his plays, most of his passes was quick out, short crossers, and quick outs. You know, maybe 10 yards deep or whatever, or J routes, whatever we want to call it, hooks, J hooks. That's all he was throwing. That's all he was really throwing. And then, you know, catching Bijan on wheel routes. That's what he was throwing. That's where his passing yard came from. But I'm fine with that because at the end of the day, it's a result in a W. But I think two of his wide receivers are not there. What's the cat name? I can't remember his name right now. But he's a good middle of the field guy, but he hadn't really done that much this year. He wasn't on the field at all Sunday. So there was one route that was a layered route. Was it Pitts was short, Drake was long, and he went for Drake instead of Pitts, and Pitts was wide the hell open. And I was yelling at him, why the hell are you throwing the ball over there? And then in the second half, to keep that drive going, Pitts and Drake reversed the routes, and he threw it to Drake underneath instead of Pitts over the top. So I was like, yeah, he's really targeting Drake way too much, in my opinion. I don't like that, so he needs to fix that too. So, but definitely valid points, brother.
Yeah, I think him being intentional with Drake is more so coaching, and him, like you said, not being confident with the other guys. Because, like you said, 82, he helped us win. Winfield knocked his ass out, but 82 helped us win because he can't catch. Because he can't catch. But
Casey Washington.
Yeah.
Casey Washington.
Yeah, Casey Washington.
But I don't know. As we were talking, fellas, I just got to thinking, like, we play everybody else tough. Our division, we play everybody else tough. It's not gonna be a cakewalk when you come in to play either one of our teams. You know, sometimes it just so happen that we be on the other end of the spectrum when it comes to the W and the L. But it's never a cakewalk. And then when we play each other, it's always a bruiser. I mean, with the exception of Carolina and Atlanta, it's always a bruiser when everybody else play. Carolina just got some like kryptonite on the Falcons this year. But hey, it's looking up, man. All the teams winning. All the teams won last Sunday and this Sunday except one. And we'll discuss that one later. No, but I want to jump into them. Before we close though, Atlanta looks good, man. It's gonna be interesting to see what happens down the road. I think y'all got Atlanta. I mean, the Niners next.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens with that. You know, if it rolls over, you know, it keep going. But hey, nevertheless, they saved his job. And moving right along, we're gonna go to the ground and pound. Boy, Carolina.
Yeah.
Carolina. What's in the water, man? Because y'all looking like y'all can run that thing over there.
Yeah, man. I think they found, a recipe, for success by, giving that ball to Rico Dowdle. And, we saw what he's done for the last 2 weeks, man. And that's actually, right now, that is the Carolina Panthers identity. As we can see, just give the ball to Rico Dowdle, ground and pound, and then you open up, some passing lanes for actually Bryce Young. One of the things that I thought that was actually key over the last 2 weeks is how our defensive front played. They gave up a combined total of 50 yards rushing on the ground. So that definitely helps out. And, getting big Derek Brown back, that's definitely a plus, man. But I think we actually put some things together. We got to make sure that we remain healthy, keep feeding Rico the ball, and Bryce Young still have to do a better job as far as reading the field and be able to hit those plays. Although he had another turnover this game, it wasn't his fault. It wasn't his fault. That ball hit T-Mac right in his dead smack in his hands. And, it actually ricocheted, and it was actually a turnover for Dallas. But however, T-Mac made up for it and caught 2 touchdowns, his first 2 touchdowns of his NFL career. But right now, man, that recipe for success is feeding that ball to Rico Dowdle, man. We just got to make sure we keep that boy healthy until we get Chuba Hubbard back and have a solid 1-2 punch, man, like Atlanta has in that backfield. So, yeah, we just got to continue we got to continue with that, man.
Yeah, Chuba Hubbard, you think he deserves to be the one still? Because I like the way Dowdle run.
Hey, man, You know, it's like you know, back in the old wrestling day, to be the man, you got to beat the man. You got Ric Flair back there who's Chuba Hubbard. However,
he's
you
injury
can't
prone, Rich.
he is, but you can't go away from me. You can't actually go away from that cowbell. You have to still feed that boy because he's actually hot. We saw what happened, you know, even though Edman in on here when they actually was giving the ball to Trey Mason when he had that actually breakout year. He was actually leading the league in rushing for a period of time. They went away from that. And, you know, we saw how everything else kind of played its way out. So, in me, I think right now as it stands, Chuba has lost his job.
I kind of concur. It was actually a receiver sighting for the Carolina Panthers. Horn, McMillan, Leggett, everybody. I mean, hey, it looked pretty good, but can we give too much? Are we giving Carolina too much credit because they did play them boys, and that's one of the worst defenses.
Yeah,
and that's one of the worst defenses in the league, and they only had 31 yards rushing. Rich, I checked the stats. Y'all held them boys at 31 yards rushing.
yeah, but yeah. And what I was saying, you know, for the last 2 weeks, with those last two combined games, the defense gave up a total of 50 yards. Dallas had 31 of those yards. But between those two victories, that front seven, you know, has stepped up and actually, you know, made some huge impact to that defense. We still got to actually figure it out on the backside. I was kind of disappointed in J.C. Horn in the way Mike Jack played last week because Dak was actually carving us up and George Pickens. So they found something that was actually working right there. So we definitely got to show up that back end, man. We got those two, in my eyes, two perennial Pro Bowl cornerbacks, and they got carved up last week. So we got to actually shore that up, man. They got to actually play better on the defensive side of the ball if we want to be able to sustain and maintain this momentum that we got. But kudos to that front seven for stepping up when they needed to. Kudos for getting, big DB back, making plays. And, some of those rookies are stepping up as well. To include, Prince. I'll call him Prince because I can't say his damn last name. So we will go with Prince.
Kelly, you think Bryce done turned the corner?
Mm-mm. No, I think Bryce doing what I think Bryce is doing what he's asked to do. And sometimes, if you want to call that turning the corner, I think I'll say you can give him that. But I think for the most part, people who are like young quarterbacks, at some point they have to understand not to try to do too much. Similar case with Caleb Williams. He got to be able to stick within the script. And I think they're balanced out for the most part on their offense. So they 216 yards rushing, 199 yards passing. So that's pretty good on a balanced attack between your rushing and your receiving. As long as the running game stays intact, it's similar to what we got going on in Atlanta. As long as the running game stays intact, then it's less pressure on what's his name, on Bryce.
Bryce.
To do too much, try to do too much. So that's always positive right there. He ain't throwing the ball that many times, 25 attempts, not bad. So if they keep it there, man, I think they'll be okay as far as going forward. But again, like Corey said, Dallas has the worst defense in the league. So
yeah, shout out to old boy Richard. He shouldn't have been talking about shout out to the Dirty Birds. Like I thought he was a Dolphins fan, Rich. What we doing here, man?
Hey, he just paying homage, man. He paying homage. I'll make sure that it's kind of too late to put him up for adoption, but
pick a side, my boy. Pick a side. Come on, man. Shout out to the Birds. Are you serious?
Hey, man. Thanks for the love, brother. I appreciate that, man. Got these haters on here right now with me.
He didn't even say shout out to the Panthers, and that's my brother.
Hey,
that's what I'm saying.
That's why he didn't say it.
Wow. Hey, well, he feeding into that narrative. So, hey, it is what it is. But speaking of narratives, Saints versus the Patriots. We had like a dog fight down there. Drake May was, putting up numbers, and so was Spencer Rattler.
Yeah.
They both passed for over 200 yards. Rushing, oh, yeah. Nobody can run the ball in this game, apparently. So they obviously don't know what the recipe is to actually be competitive in the league because both teams had under 100 yards rushing. So are you not using Kamara, Del Kratos? What's going on down there in the dome?
Man, there's all kind of speculation right now about Kamara wanting to leave and not wanting to leave. So that's that. And I guess we're dealing with that as well as rebuilding team. I like what I'm still seeing with Spencer Rattler. He hasn't made me look at him crazy yet, so I'm enjoying this. He was hitting Olave, even though Olave had 98 yards. I still like what I'm seeing. It's just the struggle is real. Every week it's like Groundhog Day. I don't like seeing the daggone L.
I mean, we understand, man. We've all been there. We've all been through a rebuild. Y'all just don't want to call it a rebuild. It's
I'm
really a
calling it a
rebuild.
damn
Yeah,
rebuild.
y'all holding on for dear life. I'm telling you, me and Telly already talked about this. Kamara needs to be traded by the trade deadline. Let that man go to a contender somewhere, and y'all get the draft pick
It's
so you
not
can
it's
go
not
and continue to build.
right. We just do the dumbest shit, man. I'm telling you, we went got a quarterback that this reminds me of the longest yard. Every time I see that dude face, I just think of damn the longest yard. We do shit that doesn't make sense. And again, not grabbing a decent damn quarterback. I'm not even gonna go back to that shit. That shit gonna make me mad all over again. I like what I'm seeing with Rattler. I'm not taking that taking nothing against him. We're doing good with a coach. We have to damn build on both sides, or we are. I'm going to sit and sing the same damn song every week for the next year.
You know what I think? This is my conspiracy theory with the Saints. They picked Tyler Shook because they didn't expect Rattler to pan out and actually beat him for
Hey,
the job. But however, at the same time, if Shador wasn't Shador and this big persona, I think they would have grabbed him instead of Tyler Shook, and Shador will be starting for the Saints. But because Shador is who he is and what comes along with him, they jumped the gun and said we need to grab a quarterback so we can say we didn't, have to get him. We
yeah.
picked the one we thought was best for us. So you pick him and he's sitting on the bench because Spencer beat him out. That's my conspiracy theory with New Orleans.
You know what we call that? And I'm gonna call a spade a spade. NFL politics.
Absolutely.
That's the new word. NFL politics. Fuck him.
So with Spencer playing the way he's playing, what do you do with Tyler Shook?
Man, you launch his ass to the next dimension. and during half of the season, we look for another damn quarterback.
That's not gonna happen.
Launch him.
Well,
I want to launch his ass. God damn it.
That's not gonna happen.
But why you want to launch him, Will? What did he do?
Well, he didn't show me what he was capable of when they gave him the ability to do it.
What is he capable of? He's a rookie.
Man, I've seen rookies do a lot better than what he's doing.
Not
a lot
all
of the starting rookies. Look, I'm gonna go to Washington. If we pulling out rookies,
but Jay Daniel was number 2 overall draft pick.
Heisman Trophy winner.
Right.
I'm
man. Chuck went all that in college, man. So what I'm telling you is trying to say launch that, man. That's probably a little bit too early. I know you're in your feelings because you need a quarterback because you feel like you need a quarterback. But I feel like you got a quarterback, bro. To be honest with you, what is Rattler not doing for y'all? He ain't losing no games.
No, he's not.
He's playing solid as hell. What's your problem then?
Us not doing what we're supposed to do as far as get rid of the old players. This time, man, y'all been calling this for like a year now.
That's on your defense, though. We talk about that old ass defensive line. We ain't talking about that, man. We talking about your offense. Your problem is your wide receivers ain't fucking catching the ball. That's your problem. If how many passes that dude put in the man's hand?
Well, true.
He dropped the freaking ball.
I will agree with that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If they catch the ball, you win the game, bro. Your quarterback is not your freaking problem. You need.
I never said he was. I never said he was.
And I say y'all need to keep. Y'all know, Corey talking about sending Kamara on. I agree in some aspects, but if you get rid of Kamara, y'all tanking. That's what
the struggle
happens.
will be real.
Y'all
Man.
tanking.
Tell it, what's their record? Tell it, what's their record?
But listen, Corey.
What you say?
I understand that, but what my point is, if the wide receivers catch the ball, the record is different. So if you get rid of the running back, then defenses they know you have zero game because your wide receivers can't catch.
And that's true too.
They can pin their ears back and kill you. It's gonna be even worse. Yeah, they really won't win no game. But if you have at least have that running back threat, they still have to respect Kamara and what he can do. So they can't just, you know what I'm saying? He catches the ball in the backfield and do everything. He's everything back. Are if they wide receivers catch the damn ball, then they'll have a different record. That's
their wide receivers. Their wide receivers are specifically designed to take the roof off.
Right.
They ain't route. Olave runs decent routes, but Shaheed, that's all go ball. Everybody know how to. That's all go ball.
He's a punt returner. He's a punt returner.
Yeah. So the only reason I'm saying get rid of Kamara is number one, I don't like when he on their team because there's always a possibility, he can get hot. So I'm trying to eliminate all threats. Oh, hey, send his ass somewhere else. Because for some reason they tend to get up for us. I don't like that. So. But hey, you get draft picks for him. Go ahead, Rich.
So what do they do come November 4th, which should be the trade deadline? Talking about the Saints, what do they actually do? Obviously, I mean, I agree with you, Corey, to a certain extent that maybe you let Kamara go. I don't think you're going anywhere with this team. You 1-5, right now. I mean, I hear you say you can't, but I think at some point in time you have to actually look towards the actual future, and you're looking at an aging Kamara. If you give him up, of course they're gonna blitz the shit out of Spencer Rattler, but then we can actually make Will a truth teller by saying if Tyler Shaw really fucking sucks because he's gonna have to play. Yeah, he's gonna have to get in there. So now he's gonna have a legitimate reason to say ship his ass off to the next dimension. But right now it is kind of fair because he hasn't done anything. Like you said, he hasn't done anything. Spencer Rattler is playing good ball.
Yes, he is.
Those receivers are not catching the ball. I think that's a bad organization right now, from top to bottom. I honestly don't think Kamara wants to be there. He's like Marshawn Lynch to me in the sense of he just showing up to the game so his ass won't get fined and he can collect a paycheck. That's simply put.
No, I disagree.
So let's talk about
Kamara
it, man.
love it. Kamara love it in New Orleans. Don't get it twisted.
I would too. I've been there. The party. I love that shit too. We're talking about
but he wants to be.
We ain't got it twisted, Will. We ain't got it twisted. We didn't say he love New Orleans. We don't love New Orleans Saints.
There's a difference. Will, there's a difference. You should know.
Yeah. I think we all love it.
So
where do you think I got these damn Carolina bees from?
Let's play it, man. So Corey, you said a couple weeks ago who you think should get Kamara. Let's put it on the table. Who should they trade Kamara to for what?
I think that the Kansas City Chiefs should let Pacheco go for Kamara.
Oof.
That's what I think.
That would be so ugly.
Kamara already said he don't want to go to the Chiefs.
He already said it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, who else in the AFC a contender? I'm trying to think. Who else in the AFC actually need that type of skill set? Because he don't need to go nowhere NFC, huh?
Nope. I don't know what you would give up with the Chargers being that Omarion Hampton is hurt.
Second round pick. I'd do a second round.
I mean, that could be a viable choice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you already got Omarion Hampton hurt. You lost Najee Harris already to the season. You got goddamn Vidal, who hasn't done anything. When I think Vidal, I think about the shampoo or some shit, not a football player. So
God damn.
That's a viable choice. Who would they give up to him?
Hold up, Rich. Go reunite with Sean Payton in Denver. There you go.
Hey, they got to run back.
He ain't Kamara though.
Yeah,
I'm saying
they
can use that skill set that Kamara has in a Sean Payton offense where he already knows. And they competitive.
I would not watch football no fucking more.
Hey, okay, I'm
That's
just.
another viable option, Corey. I like that. I like that.
I think that would take more pressure off of Bo Nix also if Kamara's
Absolutely.
doing what he does. You know, he got that scat back. He can dump it all to who
Yep.
gonna
That gives
put
him
in work.
another weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
But
you
they
got
don't
the
have.
Chargers and the Broncos, both
Yeah,
AFC
nice
West
look, girl.
will be y'all choices.
Yeah.
So get
And
them
on
out
top of that,
all together.
yeah, he gone. AFC
Yeah,
bound.
they won't trade him. At least if they're smart, they won't trade him to any NFC team. I would.
Yeah.
So
Tell it,
you
you
have
don't
to trade him outside of the division.
you don't think Kamara on the Broncos would give the Chargers a run for their money? Y'all don't think so?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
not the
believe-
Chargers, the Chiefs.
I think
The
so.
Chiefs.
I think
Yeah.
so. Because the Broncos got one of the best stat-wise best defense in the league.
Defenses, yeah.
Stat
And Nick Bonito, because a lot of people don't see him. That boy is a goddamn beast.
Right. So yeah, their defense is intact. You got a seasoned coach. You got a quarterback that's playing decent ball, even in his second year now. He's still playing decent ball. He's not losing games. He's doing some great passes. So yeah, that would elevate the team definitely. I think he's probably a better fit scheme wise for the Chargers than he is for the Broncos though.
You think so?
Yeah.
I just believe a Sean Payton Kamara pairing would probably catapult them into top 3 in the AFC.
Facts. Yeah, no argument there. No argument.
It definitely would.
I think both of them are a good fit, but I agree with Telly. When you actually look at how the Chargers play their running backs, and you look at them traditionally and how they actually implement them into their offense, vice what the Broncos do. So I think an ideal spot for him, and also to give those guys an opportunity to move farther and deeper in the playoff, would be the Chargers. But to get on the Broncos, I think you do elevate them as well. So it'll be interesting.
Quick take. Who's a better team, the Jets or the Saints right now?
Saints.
How far?
That boy, Justin Fields, what he threw for -9 yards? How is that possible?
He's not seeing the field, bro. Like, really? I'm so disappointed. So disappointed in this dude, man.
Hey, well, Telly, quarterbacks that go to the Jets, they tend to see ghosts. So, hey, that boy might be seeing. He got them Sam Darnold eyes with the Jets. So his career is trajecting upward now. Because once he leave the Jets, he gonna do like Darnold and ball out. He got to suck it up.
Ain't nobody
gonna take a chance on him.
Right? This is third team, bro.
Man, I think people are going to take a chance on it. If you can actually continue to put Josh Johnson on a team, you can put Fields on a team, man. I think he has a talent. I just don't think these people are utilizing this boy's talent as it should be. You have to put him in positions, man, where he can go out and be successful. I still say to this day, I thought Atlanta should have got him. I still say that to this day. And I think that we will be talking totally different if Justin Fields were in Atlanta. That's just my opinion. I think we'll be talking differently about him. But he's been horribly coached, and he's making too many bad decisions. That's another thing. When the spotlight is on you, and you're in New York, so everybody sees a lot of times any sport you play in New York, man, that spotlight is on you, and it's a lot of pressure for all those athletes, and they either put up or they shut up, and they just crumble. We've seen that all the time with players in New York. But I think the spotlight is too big for him in New York, and he needs to go with a team that's going to be able to utilize his skill set a little bit better and have better coaching. This is one of the few times I'm agree with Ant. Coaching does matter, and he's not getting it.
So if coaching matters, putting him with Atlanta would be a recipe for disaster because he ain't throwing the ball. You're going to have a disgruntled Drake. You're going to have a disgruntled Pitts. They're going to run the Wildcat with Bijan Algier and Justin Fields. That's all they're going to do because he ain't going to throw the ball effective. He's not going to do it.
Well,
not with that OC that you got, Tilly. I'm just saying with that OC you got, I don't see that marriage. That's
right.
Nah.
Right. So to your point, if we rewind the hands of the time and we draft Justin to the Falcons, right? He would have been an Arthur Smith. We already seen how he
Mhm.
operates with Arthur Smith, which is kind of so-so. He didn't do bad, I thought, in Pittsburgh. Thought he did pretty decent. I was kind of shocked they benched him. And then, they kind of wanted him, but, the way they did him, I don't blame him for leaving and going somewhere else. But I think he did okay at Arthur Smith's system, and the players he have there now, and the thing that he wouldn't have now he wouldn't have then that he has now is his mental is gone. I think his time in Chicago, all the different offensive coordinators trying to change his game up, all that stuff like that. And then the mental thing of, okay, here I'm going to get a fresh start in Pittsburgh with a great coach, great organization, and then I do well, and then they bench me anyway. I'm throwing the ball right. I'm running the ball when I'm supposed to run the ball. I'm extending plays. I'm doing everything right. Not turning the ball over. We're winning games. But I get benched. And I don't get back into the game. Back as a starter, right? So that's messing with your mental. So I think right now what we're seeing is, because the first game he played against Pittsburgh, man, the kid balled out. He was going toe for toe with Rodgers. He was I ain't seen him throw since college. So he's capable of doing it. So I think right now what's wrong with his mental block. He's mentally messed up.
And I agree, Taylor, and that's why I would say Atlanta would have been the best fit, because I don't think that some of what we see in Atlanta would have probably been in Atlanta to a certain degree. They would have put the right people around him. But I know this ain't Ohio State no more. But we act like he can't ball out. And like Taylor, just brought up that first game, he went toe to toe with Aaron Rodgers. He went toe to toe, and he would have had the weapons in Atlanta to get those ball with him. Because they would have had a players meeting and sat his little young ass down, like, look, get the ball to me or you're out.
Yeah.
So basically, what we're saying is if Atlanta would have got him, they would have paired him with Arthur Smith, and they would have hit the ground running. That's what we're saying.
You're right. Would have been running.
That too.
Absolutely.
You're right.
Hey, fellas. Hey, breaking news from Adam Schefter. It just came in. Ant Will is not showing up. He's on the PUP list for the rest of the season due to injured pride. His pride has been injured, so he's out. They put him on the IR for about 3 more weeks.
Yeah.
So with that being said, we gonna roll into the Niners versus the Bucks, which is more of a
here I am looking for it too.
Hey, it's right here from Adam Schefter.
I saw it pop on your feed, bro. It came up.
Yeah. I'm looking at all my little other resources. Like, what's going on? And now I see Ant-Man face with a Michael Jordan face on it, crying.
Yeah, absolutely.
It popped up. I saw it too.
Yeah, we wish him well on his recovery. Hopefully he'll be back, and able to perform, later on during the season. But for now, he's out, man. His pride is really hurt. So we had a game Sunday. They flexed us to the 4:00 game, and the final score was Tampa 30, San Francisco 19. But that score doesn't tell the whole picture of the game. It was a very competitive game. Even when Warner got injured in the first half of the game, it was still a competitive game. Mac Jones threw for almost 350 yards, man. He was killing the middle of the field. I was getting an Atlanta flashback, but the defense stepped up, man, and then they shut that down. They was getting to him. He was pressured a couple of times. We had some key plays, couldn't get them fumbles. They were sacking him, but defense bailed us out this game. We didn't have to play all the way, come back from behind and win the game, whatever. We lost to Mecca. Hamstring, he got an MRI. He's getting taken care of. They say it ain't that serious. But ironically enough, fellas, guess who's coming back this week? Mike Evans. See how that shit rolled? Like Mike coming back. Like, it would be nice to have our top 4 receivers actually in a game together. I have yet to see what that's going to be like. The league ain't even saw what that's going to be like. But prayers that we get that. And when we do, I think we'll really see what Tampa Bay can really do. Baker's having a magical run this year, man. I don't know how much fruity pebbles he been eating, sprinkling, little leprechaun stuff. But man, Baker is balling. Got to give it to him the first 6 weeks. That boy look like he on a whole nother level. He playing like Josh was playing last year when Josh got the MVP. But yeah, it was a lot of injuries, man. A lot of injuries. And we just keep losing them left and right. Every game, somebody going down. But the good thing about that is, like I said at the beginning, we have quality depth. It appears we have quality depth because they playing. Everybody that step comes in, they perform. So shout out to the Bucks for doing what they doing. But I still haven't seen a complete game from Tampa yet. Your thoughts, Rich?
I think Tampa, man, like you said, it'll be very scary to see them at full strength. I think that would actually diminish the roles and send some other guys like Sterling Shepard back to the practice squad. But
it will.
It definitely will. But it'd be very scary, man, to think that you got Mike Evans, Emeka, Chris Godwin, the young boy Jalen McMillan, Cade Otton, plus those two little two-headed monsters in the backfield with Rashard White. That's fucking scary for any team. I don't even really want to talk about it because we're in the same division, and I don't really talk about actually winning division. So I don't want to actually put any negative juju on us. But you guys, man, barring any unforeseeable other injuries and getting everybody back, man, at the right time of the season, that's gonna be scary for a lot of teams, man. And I think we have to all be honest, man. You guys got something cooking down there. Not only Baker, but you guys definitely got something cooking down there, man. If you have all those pieces on the field, that's scary for a lot of teams, man.
That was a Tez Johnson sighting. They finally, got him in the game, and he showed what we need him to do, and he's definitely going to do that.
He needs to stop doing them damn flips like he's on the Olympic team. He's going to be
dangerous. Well, Rich Buddy light in the pocket, man. He 140 pounds, literally. Like that boy light. He is light. But hey, you said something key that I talked to my peoples about, and they don't believe me. Shepard is Baker's safety net. That's his boy from Oklahoma.
Connection.
Yeah, so him going to the practice squad, I really don't know, Rich. They might flip flop him and Tez, maybe sit one of the tight ends or something. But I think they're gonna keep Shep gonna be there. He's gonna be there. And it's giving them enough time to develop Tez. It's giving them enough time to develop Tez. So I like it in that aspect. Wish we would have more of a tight end presence. But,
I only say that because with the exception of Mike Evans, I think Sterling Shepard is probably one of the oldest wide receiver on that team.
He is.
So when I look at that dynamic and we're like, okay, am I actually going to keep this old dog who has some good tricks, or this old fresh dog with these legs that I know can go out there and get and sustain for a little bit longer? So that was the aspect that I was looking at it from, not to take anything away from Sterling Shepard, and that we all know that he does have that chemistry with Baker Mayfield, but somebody has got to go.
You're right.
We got to make room for these other guys on that roster. And for me personally, I love you, Sterling Shepard, but I'm going with the young guys, fresh legs.
Absolutely. I'm with you on that one for the fact that I hate these injuries, but I'm glad it's giving Baker an opportunity to work with.
Absolutely, yeah.
5 through 8 receiver, wide receiver 5 through 8. They're developing chemistry, and him and Emeka had already developed chemistry. And to me, Emeka is the one. He's the double R1. Mike is our guy. Emeka that's his team now. That's his team.
Still of the draft.
Right. Absolutely. But I mean, Tampa got the weakest hamstrings in the league, man. I don't understand. But bro, I think it's the heat. I think it maybe it's the heat, and they not. I don't know, man. I ain't even gonna try to pinpoint. I would just say when a receiver goes down, it's always the hamstrings for us. Thank God it ain't no knees and none of that stuff. It's either the hamstrings or they done completely with something broke. That's how it's been going the last couple of years. And like I said, Mike, like on clockwork, by week 4, I gotta sit out 4 games, hamstring hurt, and he come in and he get 1,000. But I don't think he's gonna get 1,000 yards this year. I don't think he's gonna get that record, but I think he'll be fine with that as long as they keep doing what they're doing. Because the defense has some key stops, man. I still would like to see more pass rush with just the 4 down linemen. instead of Bowles having to scheme. Go ahead, Kratos. You were going to say something.
Man,
Go ahead.
y'all still, regardless of look at the injuries that y'all have on both offense and defense, y'all still clicking on all cylinders. And like Rich said, and you said too, it would be awful to have all of that back, or all of your folks healthy than a motherfucker. It would be scary. I mean, I would want to see it because the Saints suck, so I would definitely want to see it, just to blow folks out. So that's what I'm hoping that'll happen for y'all.
Yeah, they still ain't where they need to be. And I was telling my boy, I thought the Bills would be like a okay NFL world. Tampa Bay is for real when we play them. But after seeing Atlanta demolish the Bills' ass, nah, that ain't the game where we got to make a statement. Because I feel real confident now. I feel pretty confident going up against Josh in his slot receiver. I feel very confident.
I'll say this: you want Josh Allen, like the mistakes he made with Atlanta. You want him to do the same damn thing in the other game when it comes to our division. Hey, put him on his ass and have him running for dear life.
That's what I'm wondering. Did Atlanta give everybody the blueprint to how to beat the Bills now? So it's gonna be interesting to see going down the road how the Bills respond to this 2-game losing streak they're on. It's gonna be pretty interesting because I don't know who coming out of the AFC now. I think them funky ass Chiefs getting right at the right time, man. And it just so happened that everybody else collapsing around them. They coming back down to earth. It's like y'all had a chance to put your foot on their neck and you didn't do it. So, but around the league, that's the talk. Is like, okay, Chiefs are 3-3. Now they back in everybody top 5 because they 3-3 and they getting Rashid Rice back. And I didn't know Rashid Rice was a world beater. I didn't get that memo. But the offense is clicking. Mahomes know what he's doing, and we'll see what happens with KC, man. But it's gonna be interesting, especially around the league.
Well, you can't get skip over me, dog. You know what I mean? You gotta say something about your Bucks too, dog.
Man.
Offline. You thought I was gonna let it slide? No.
I'm gonna let you speak, but ain't no sliding. It ain't no sliding. We know what the narrative is. Everybody in here knows it.
No, man.
They do a little subtle. They do a little subtle subliminal BS.
My ass, you do this every year. You do this every year.
Case in point.
Throw out little stuff to try to put something in the atmosphere for y'all to say you overcome. So I'm gonna tell you how true it is, man. I've been over here doing my little research. I've been doing it already because I've been hearing it. Every other sports talking heads on every channel, they talking about baked MVP. Top of MVP. The Bucks are a serious Super Bowl contender. We ain't ready for that conversation yet. Bucks Super Bowl MVP. Y'all got the 18-1 odds. Well, we is 60-1 odds. Vegas, FanDuel, BetMGM, Vegas Insider got you plus 1,800. Got the Falcons plus 5,000, plus 6,000. So we ain't nowhere near the favorites, bro. So ain't nobody saying nothing about Atlanta. Because they messed up their little graphic on Monday Night Football. That ain't no little subliminal nothing, man. Everybody look at that and say, "What the heck is that?" 2-2 Atlanta against 5-1. What's we call? We ain't won one game in our division. How the hell we going anywhere? We going nowhere. So you can go ahead and stop that because you do that every year, bro. Every year you do the same thing. Last year you started the same thing. Oh man, they saying nothing. We ain't got a chance. We defended champ. We ain't got a chance. Y'all already won it. Y'all sweeped us already. Y'all.
Rich.
Who won?
Rich. He talking too much. Rich. What was the narrative? What was the narrative last year? Oh, it's Atlanta's division to win this year. Then we started this year. Then we started this year. No. Listen.
News sources and try to post them.
Listen. I ain't gonna call his name.
Fine.
I'm not gonna call his name, but they work on FS1. Him and the little dude that work at the desk with him. The dude, they ride the ATL like it ain't. Oh, I pick ATL to win this year. Tampa's old, and we like one of the second youngest teams in the league. They don't know what they're talking about. They don't know exactly what they're talking about. That's what I'm saying.
Several
Tell
shows on both ESPN, Yahoo, and Fox has all said.
Listen to me.
have said Tampa is the team to beat. Bro.
I don't care what Vegas says. I don't care what ESPN analytics say. The talking heads, when they speak of you guys, they want y'all so desperately to be the big dog.
I want to hear what everybody else say, but the somebody Atlanta, I want to focus on that. Man, stop with this narrative, dog. It ain't working this year. Y'all
have y'all seen the latest power rankings?
Yeah. Oh, I hate that. But go ahead. Go ahead. That's too soon. That's way too soon, man. But yeah, I seen it.
So you don't think Tampa Bay deserves that?
He don't right now, man. He don't like to hear. No. He want to cut the negative stuff against Atlanta because I don't want to hear that.
He need own it. Rich. I need Baker with a chip on his shoulder, and thank God they did it last night when they put Atlanta above us in that little ranking. And they 2-2. Hey, thank God they did that. I'm Rich. I'm so happy they did that, my boy. Like they put Atlanta, like you said, it was egregious. That was egregious, man, putting them up there. Like Richmond beat y'all, and they got Richmond. Like, come on, for real?
Hey, Richmond beat us, but they got a 40,000 to 1 opportunity to get the Super Bowl. So,
hey,
who knows?
Oh shit!
But the power rankings, they tell you. Thank you, Rich, for pointing out the truth. He's trying to create some hate so that way his team stay focused. Come on, coach, stop doing that.
Hey, the great ones do it. What did MJ do? He made up lies about players saying stuff to him so he could ball out. Did MJ not? Did he not? Hey, he looked at me wrong, and I took that personally.
I'm glad you admitted that finally on the show. We got it recorded that you making up lies. So that
no. I ain't say I made up no lies. I said MJ did. I told you what was going on.
You get a reference to what you're doing. I get it.
It is what it is, man. We'll see. Right. Congratulations. You know,
you're 5-1, man. You're the top team in the league right now.
Nah, I think
and you playing with a half day, like Rich said, and Credo said. Wait till you get fully loaded.
That's what I'm saying. I don't feel like right now we are the number one team.
Loaded, then what you gonna be when you fully loaded?
You already know. You already know. I ain't saying it.
So I think that's a part of it too. When we look at these power rankings, they know these guys are actually coming back. Right. So they're actually looking at everything from a holistic standpoint, a holistic view. And like I said earlier, that's a scary goddamn sight for any team in the NFL to see how well you guys are playing with even your Hall of Fame player that's playing right now.
Right. Clicking on all cylinders.
Yes.
Rich, you know what you sound like right now? You sound like Stephen A. when he talking about them Cowboys, how he build them up throughout the season so that fall could be so epic. Nah, buddy, we not buying that.
You better take it on.
Hey, he trying to set us up. He trying to set us up for the okie doke.
He picked Dallas without, a shadow of a doubt, not a second thought. Oh yeah, they're gonna beat them.
Oh, that's
then he came back with that clown ass shit.
Hey, clowns gonna be clowns.
Absolutely. He's one of them.
But what else going on around the league that y'all want to talk about?
Nothing. Ain't nothing going on. Oh, I do. I have some. All right. So let's talk about this, man. Our hot topics. What y'all think about this?
Oh, Jackson Dishart.
Yeah. So, we gonna stir the pot a little bit. They got it whereas Americans are claiming that the swagger and the confidence of Giants' new rookie quarterback Jackson Dart is only being tolerated because he's white. Their favorite word from Shedeur Sanders is that he needs to be humble because he's arrogant. Yet Jackson Dart's arrogance is celebrated as swag and confidence. They did the same thing with Johnny Manziel and young Baker Mayfield.
Yep.
Going from projected first-round pick to fifth was meant to humble Shedeur and Deion Sanders. This is nothing new in America. Look up book breaking and learn something. This is America.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on that, baby?
Well, you know how I feel.
Yeah.
It's gonna always be them. It's gonna be called swagger to us. I mean, if it's us, it's arrogance, as it was stated. So we all know what that is. Again, NFL, well, political NFL nonsense, and fuck the fans too. That's how I feel. I'm just saying. Shit, motherfucker, make me sick, man.
It's a double standard, man. Like if you saw Jackson Dart, playing in college, he did some of the same shit, and they alluding back to Baker Mayfield and Johnny Manziel. It's the same stuff, and they want to call it swag because they're stealing shit from us, now twisting it. Now it's cool because this guy with his long hair and all this other shit's doing it. Yet a kid of an NFL Hall of Famer, he's being brash and he's been this and that, so we need to humble him. So it's definitely a double standard, man. And I think that at some point, man, we're living in 2025, but this goes much deeper than Jackson Dart and stuff. It's the state and the climate of this country as a whole right now. That's what it is.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
When they do it is passion, and then when Shedeur does it is he's brash, he's cocky, and all of this. We've seen that narrative before plenty of times. Like Kelly stated, I agree, but I also think that it's the media's fault because they put the spin on all of this 100%, because we can't name the third string quarterback on any other team, but we know who the third string quarterback was for the Cleveland Browns. You know why? Because they kept one of these in his face. Like, we don't talk the third string quarterback. We don't even talk the fifth round picks. So why is it a mic in front of him?
Absolutely. Great point.
You know my bad.
The media is doing that. The media is driving this narrative. Like, it's all true, but they doing this right here. And like they pouring fuel on it, just like they doing with everything else that goes on in America. That's why I don't even listen to the media anymore when it comes to that left, right, whatever. I'm done with that, man, because it get my blood pressure up, because I can't believe folks be so stupid and actually believe in the stuff that they hearing from one side. Like, are you not smart enough to get the whole story? You just, because you like what you're hearing from this side, you're going to continue to listen because it fits your narrative and it speaks to who you really are. Is what you really want to be. But yeah, of course, man. Jackson Dart got the bling on. He got the chain. He out there doing everything that Shedeur does. Everything. But they have nothing to say about that. They love it. They eat it up. So I don't know what to say about it, man. We know what it is. We all can identify it. But when you identify it, they're like, oh, there y'all go with that. There y'all go playing that card. Whatever. Motherfucker, all only cards I play is spades and tonk. I don't need to play no other card. Like, come on, bro. That's all. Oh, there y'all go with that narrative. And we tired of that. Y'all don't think we tired of it? I mean, we can talk about this for a while, but
yes,
yeah,
we could.
You're right, man. What else I'm tired of is only seeing these big ass logos when you talk, or the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the goddamn Falcons. Where's Carolina Panthers at?
That man
you see it?
Acting
Don't you see it?
Hiding in the
Don't
middle.
you see it? Yeah, you the man in the middle.
That's right.
You the man. You right where y'all is in the rankings in the middle of the pack.
You're in second place behind the first place. Saturday, my ass is dead last. What else you want?
Rich, you the middle of the pack, man. Come on. But yeah, that's an interesting take. Till I wonder. Well, I know they talk about it, but they're not going to address that story. They're not going to address it at all. They're going to glaze right over it and keep talking about why he ain't playing when y'all already know why he's not playing. It ain't got nothing to do with his ability, because he bet. Yeah. Okay.
So Telly, talking about around the league, if the Jets lose, when they lose to the Panthers this week, is Aaron Glenn done?
No.
Anybody else think differently?
No, I mean, I think they should get a man until next year, right? Not many head coaches come in their first year that do great. He's a defensive coordinator by nature, first time head coach. So I think you give him a chance because he's had plenty of interviewed well. First time the man got an opportunity. I say give him to next year.
You saying give him to next year? We've seen this happen as well. This goes all into what we're talking about.
Right. It does. But
he loses this game, he's gone.
I don't think so.
They just fired Callahan. They fired Callahan in Tennessee for less. Because but Telly, hear me out, Telly. Aaron Glenn is he making rookie mistakes, man.
Yeah,
and like you said, it is his first year, so I'm giving him grace on that. But like the clock management, the 2 minutes before the hat, like what are we doing? Up there in New York, I don't understand. He got to get his feet wet. I get it, but I don't see a culture change at all, man. I see the same old Jets.
So
same old Jets.
Yeah, he got some tuning up to do. I think offensively they don't have an identity. Some of that is on their quarterback. We talked about Justin Fields earlier today. But you look at the games, man. What I noticed about the team this year versus last year, to me, this year the team, even though they not winning, they seem to be more competitive and fighting. Right? They just having some miscues and not getting W's. So and they don't have an easy schedule. So they play some pretty decent talent, coming into the year. And again, I go back to that Pittsburgh game. They played them toe to toe, man, and they've had some chances. And I think it was not last week, not this past week, but the week before that, they had a chance to win that game. It just some miscues, like you said, down the stretch that's not right. So that's why I say give him a chance, man. He'll probably be there at least to the end of the season. I don't think they're ending the season early, but I think he'll be there to the end of the season just to get a man a full season to see if things turn around. I think it can. He might need to shake some things up in his offensive coordinator or whatever to get the results they need. But I don't think he's done a bad job. He needs a quarterback. He needs Justin Fields to go to a damn psychic to unlock it.
He definitely get his mental check. But I only asked, man, because I liken it to, and I couldn't think of his name at the top of my head, to Gerard Mayo in New England.
That was
he did the same thing to him. And that's what I'm saying. Same thing is about to happen to Aaron Glenn.
But who are they going to get?
Who
are they going to get?
Shit, they might as well get a New Bern High School coach. At this rate, it ain't going to matter.
Well, speaking of coaches, though, Rich, like you said, Telly said who they gonna get. They need an offensive guy if they gonna beat Justin Fields. And the only one that comes to mind to me is down there in Miami. Miami. Yeah, Fields needs an offensive coordinator that they can unlock his capabilities. That's what I think.
Right.
So. But Rich, you good now? You see you underneath your Panther. Everybody where they supposed to be. Are you good?
Oh
now?
Man, I appreciate it. Yes, absolutely. If only our government can do this for their people, satisfy their needs, be in a much fucking better place. So I appreciate.
Put them in a much better place.
Well, first of all, we need to have a government first. We don't have a government right now.
That is true.
We have a good old boys club. That's how they acting the damn fool. That's what we got.
Yep.
But hot seat coaches, right? So I did a quick search. These are some of the coaches that's on the hot seat. Mike McDaniel, which we've been talking about. Mm-hmm. Brian Callahan, Tennessee, which he gone. Brian Daboll, New York Giants. Zach Taylor, the Bengals. Kevin Stefanski, the Browns. Raheem Morris, which I talked about a lot. And Shane Steichen with the Colts, which is I don't understand that one. this got to be an old list because the Colts are doing damn good. So he ain't on no
He's probably the coach of the year right now.
Yeah. So not anywhere on here is it mentioned that the Jets coach is on hot seat.
Raheem ain't on there?
Raheem on there, I said it.
He mentioned Raheem.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The top two is Stefanski in Cleveland and Mike McDaniel. Brian Daboll, he's number 3, which we know. You got Gannon in Arizona. We talked about that. Zach Taylor in Cincinnati. He probably definitely gone. They got y'all coach, man. Dave Canales on there.
We mentioned that before. Because I told you, like, if Bryce Young doesn't really perform, but I think these last 2 games kind of helping his ass out a little bit. But I don't know if he's necessarily quarterback risk for like everybody thought.
Yeah, they just added Aaron Glenn. He's at the bottom.
He'd be number 1. It's gonna be the headlines. Panthers.
Yeah. So the narrative is, like Corey said, not that the team is 0-6, but because they've been sloppy. And I can't disagree with that. But I think a little bit of nerves, man, pressure. Somebody needs to take man up under his wing,
the Jets. The Jets are giving up over 330 yards a game, 130 that's on the ground.
They still got better defense than Cowboys.
That is true, but still giving up 130 yards on the ground to a team that's been hot these last couple of weeks with rushing that ball. That's a recipe for disaster, man. If Rico Dowdle rushes, let's say for another 175 yards, and these guys lose the game by 2 touchdowns, keep your phones on because Adam Schefter's going to come to you again, just like he came to Corey with the hot information about damn Ant-Man. Aaron Glenn ass is gone.
Oh no, they only give up 130 yards a game and 5 touchdowns. They ain't dead last. They 23rd in the league and rushing.
That's good enough for us.
I just don't see a complete team when I watch the Jets play, man. I be confused just watching the whole game. Like I don't know what's going on.
When the last time you didn't have a complete team at all?
When you say complete, what do you mean?
What do you mean when you say complete?
Joe Namath?
I thought you were talking about injuries because, like, I'm gonna be honest.
No,
man, the injury.
What you talking about? No, I ain't
Go ahead, Go ahead, Rich.
Complete. Are we talking about offense, defense, special teams? Telly, that's what we're talking about.
No, I was following Corey's lead. He said I haven't seen a complete team since I watched him. So when you talking about complete as far as injuries, Corey, or you talking about complete as far as all 3 phases?
All 3 phases. Like I don't know what's going on over there, man. It's weird just watching them play.
They've been bad for years.
Yeah. I think he gets another year, man. They know this year is like, all right, you're getting your feet wet, new head coach. Even though you ain't doing as good as Ben Johnson, we still gonna give you a shot.
Shit, ain't no DEI to help that brother.
Yeah, ain't no DEI.
but real talk, man. Ben Johnson, they won their last 3 games, but he has much better weapons to work with than Aaron. Like they stacked that damn team for him, and then then brought him in. I felt like Chicago did bad for Fields, man. They had that boy had no help.
Mm-hmm.
He was running for his life all the time. Didn't have no offensive line, and didn't have a good coach at all. So they gave him a good coach, new offensive line, and all these weapons. And he had nothing when he was there. And then Caleb still couldn't do a damn thing last year. And then this year he struggled. And the only reason they're doing well now is because they give him all these quick passes. They don't let him sit in the pocket and think too long because that's when they mess up. So all his offense has been around short passes, quick passes, get the ball in his hand quick so he can't mess it up.
Question for you, Telly, because you mentioned this earlier with Penix. All he doing is quick passes. He ain't stretching the field. So will we see him stretch the field eventually?
His stretch to field person is Mooney, and Mooney's not there. So that's why he's not throwing the ball on the field, because if you rewind last year, he was slinging the ball down the field. He's a more accurate deep passer than he is short mid-range. I saw that in college. I knew he had to work on that. He's doing okay with it. He's better than he was in college with the short mid-level passes, layered passes, but he still has some work to do. Once he gets that in his bag, he's gonna be a problem because he throws the ball hard as hell. And it gets to where it's going. It's just that he needs a better touch on the ball. So take a little bit off of it, put a little more touch on it, layer the ball properly. He's gonna be all right. So, but no, he has no problem throwing a deep ball. It's just, and they don't have a problem calling it. It's just not nobody to catch it right now. 82, young man Cameron Washington, he's dropping the ball. If he catches the ball, then they'll get more pass plays down the field, but he ain't gonna do it. Drake is the middle of the field guy. He's not a true wide out. He's an inside, like be physical. He's a big boy, big body, 6'4", long arms. He gonna be physical with it. That's his bread and butter. That's why it makes Mooney, that good target. And then you got Pitts can layer over in that as well. Short and mid range is his thing. Then Bijan will routes. They give you all kind of options.
Drake London, one of those prototypical big receivers that come out of USC.
Yeah, we like Mike Evans Jr. We like Mike Evans Jr. as long as he ain't playing us. As long as he ain't playing us, I'm cool with Mike Evans Jr. That's what I've been calling him, but he's just a little faster. But around the league, the Steelers, man, finding a way to stay on top of that division when everybody's crumbling. It's like the cards just fell into play.
That's it.
It's like the timing, perfect timing for A-Rod, because we all doubted him, and I still do. But, hey, it's lining up good for them, man. What y'all think?
Yeah. They're benefiting from a Baltimore Ravens team that we don't know what the hell is going on.
Man.
Same roster than last year, different defensive coach, but I can't put it all on defense because the offense ain't doing a damn thing either. They help themselves out. Zay Flowers has a case of the damn dropsies. He fumbled the ball twice in the game. I don't know what's going on there, but that's just unforeseen. Cincinnati got, same thing with Joe Burrow, different year. He hurt. So got all the talent in the world, and dude can't stay on the field. So now they're struggling with the 95-year-old Flacco, and then Cleveland's. So they just lucked out. I don't think the Steelers gonna run into good teams, and reality is gonna set in.
But I'm with you, Telly. They're the product of a very bad decision, arguably the worst division right now, in the NFL. When you actually look at top to bottom with their records, I mean, the team next to them only got 2 wins. So I think there's a product of being in the right division at the right time. But all credit is going to go to Aaron when he really hasn't done nothing. He hasn't done a lot to lose games either. But the narrative is going to be, A-Rod with this comeback story. And that's not indicative of his play at all. But they're in a horrible fucking division. And they're capitalizing on that.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see Thursday night. Steelers play the Bengals.
That's gonna be another win for them.
That's going to be a win. I already picked them. Make sure you get your picks in. Already picked them.
Yeah, the Steelers is not going to. We're going to see who the real Steelers are until they play. Till they go in this stretch. They play against Green Bay, the Colts, and the Chargers. All 3 really good teams. We're going to see what the Steelers are when they play against those teams. And my prediction, they're going to go 0-3 in that stretch.
Woo!
They're going to reality on the boys. And then they
see what I started, Telly? You see what I started when I started picking them upsets? Now you getting bold.
Hey, man.
Now Telly getting bold.
That ain't bold. That's just reality because look who they played. They played the Jets the first week, and they barely won that game, 34-32. We've been talking about it a little bit tonight. Then the Seahawks, the only formidable team they played, they lost 31-17. Wasn't even damn close. And they barely beat the Patriots, which Patriots, if they play the Patriots now, they'll lose.
They would definitely lose.
They'll lose.
Definitely.
And then the Vikings are busted up. Who they got? The same problem. They got a wannabe superstar rookie quarterback that hurt his toe, so he ain't playing. And then they got no good backup. The defense is lost in the sauce too. So and then that game they still barely won, 24-21. And then they beat the Browns. Who are the Browns? Nobody knows. Except for the
Nobody knows. I know this though. I know Carolina been not losing them Jets on Sunday.
Hey,
I know this. I know that.
Hey, if Carolina lose to the Jets on Sunday,
what you gonna do?
I'm gonna furlough my damn self from this show.
No. You gotta show up.
Wait. Hold on. You can't go on the pup list like Ant. You can't.
No, I'll be back. I definitely will be back, man. But that would definitely be embarrassing, man. Given the makeup of the Jets team, they have no identity. They're a horrible team, and their coach will be fired after this game. But if some way by a miracle they win this game, we'll definitely talk about it because that actually says a lot about us as an organization and what we're doing.
Absolutely, Rich. So if this does happen, we want GM Rich on the show next.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you damn sure. I have my briefcase with a couple people's walking papers.
Hey, we want GM Rich on the show next week if they lose. Matter of fact, if Fields throws more than 10 yards, we want GM Rich. Nah, he'll have more than that, man. He ain't got no choice. Wait, is Garrett hurt? I don't think Garrett got injured that last
He
game,
got hurt, but he actually had kind of twisted his body the wrong way, so he was out a little bit. But I think it was more pride, man. He kind of seen the writing on the wall too, like, damn, man, what the hell are we doing?
That man feelings hurt, ain't nothing else hurt.
Yeah, that was it.
Pretty much.
Tell his coach.
Hey, Kratos, y'all got the Bears coming off of a win. They're excited.
I'm praying for a W.
Yeah, I'm praying for a W. I'm praying for a W2 for the Bears. So
I already picked the Bears.
This is one of them where I'm just like, hey, I don't have a dog in the fight, bro. We get a W, I'm happy. I'm gonna be celebrating like we won the Super Bowl every time we get a W. If we get a W.
So how long before we see a Tyler Shook sighting, Kratos? How long?
We ain't seen him. We ain't seen that dude, bro.
No reason to.
It hurts.
That dog, that dude
catch the ball.
He don't have a dog in the fight.
Not let me catch the ball.
Hey Corey, so to answer your question, I just actually looked on the injury report. So they said he actually suffered a hyperextended knee and he's supposed to miss a couple of weeks. That's
right.
Wilson. So now that's actually more fuel on the fire. So if we lose, you're gonna see fucking the GM, the owner, and everything coming.
That's what I'm saying, Rich. I was like, okay, no Garrett, Justin throwing for negative 10 yards. No way y'all should lose this game. No way.
Man, why we can't get no W like that? Shit.
Come on.
You'll be okay.
Find a way to lose.
You'll be okay, man. Y'all gonna play us tough the next week because we going into a bye after that. So I think they might just be like, hey, give him a W. No big deal. Get healthy. Get healthy. We going into the bye.
Hey, Rich, Vegas only give y'all a 1.5 point spread to win that game.
Well, we've already talked about the idiots in Vegas and everybody else, so the hell with them.
Hey, you can call them what they want, but they got a little power over these games. All I'm saying.
Hey, cause didn't you say Flowers was playing for Vegas?
I did. Ain't no way man.
Zay Flower was playing like he got a call from Vegas to the sideline, like, hey, you catching too much.
Hey, put that shit down.
Yeah.
He was like that, boss. No, do it again. Do it right next time. Okay. Next pass. What do you do?
Man, who cooking pots and pans and stuff? Who is that?
Kratos.
I hear pots and pans. You over there cooking on the stove, Kratos?
Cooking it up.
Man, I told you
something else in a little bit.
Put them bricks away, man.
Cooking it up, boy.
Hey,
look at the flick of the wrist.
Kidnap Baker.
Hey Corey, what's the upset
Yo.
game? What's the upset game of the week?
Upset game of the week is Tampa beating Detroit. No, I'm just playing. I'm gonna say the Browns
That's not
beating the Dolphins. That's gonna be an upset.
That's funny.
Yeah, that's why I picked it.
That's funny.
That's why I picked it. But if we talking upset, I'm gonna go. Whew. Let's see. Titans playing the Patriots.
shit. No.
Interim head coach gets his win. Yep. Titans win. They beat the Patriots. That's my upset. That's my upset.
Titans or Patriots?
And Ward has a good game, even though he's gonna be a, least talked about #1 draft pick ever. But yeah, he get a win. They got too much talent. They got Ridley over there, man. I don't understand what's going
He's
on.
hurt too. He's been hurt.
He been hurt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I'm
my
still
boy
picking the
put
Titans.
Yeah,
I'm
my
still
boy
picking the
put his
Titans.
money on last week, and I said, "Don't do it." He hurt, and his ass lost his money.
Hey, Telly, I got two.
What?
Never mind.
Don't do
Because
that. Don't do that.
I was about to say Mighty Mouse against Green Bay, but he ain't. I
He
don't
ain't
think he's
playing.
playing.
He
So
ain't
nah, I'm good on that. I'm gonna leave that alone. So I wasn't finna say the Niners beat the Falcons, man. That's gonna be a good game though. That's gonna be a good game. San Francisco ain't no punk.
San Francisco got a 2.5 point spread over us.
Atlanta wins that game if they don't fuck it up.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, got to because
Atlanta,
I don't know. Is
That's
Purdy playing?
That's coaching tree against coaching tree.
Nah,
Is Purdy playing?
There's speculation that he may come back, but I still don't think that's enough 49ers to beat, the Falcons. I think the Falcons are coming off a high with this win. I think they're going to go to the drawing. Hopefully they go to the drawing board and actually fix some, the key errors, and they should win that game. I picked them. So if they lose, Raheem Morris, that's going to be on the banner.
The only concern for me with that game is McCaffrey. Our Achilles heel still this year is rush. Even though stat wise we do okay rushing, but in the actual game I'll be losing. My blood pressure be through the roof of how many yards per carry we give up on a run. So if Shanahan is smart, he gonna scheme up a lot of runs against us to keep us off the field or put us behind and put us into take Bijan out of the game and put us into a passing offense, which is not good for us. So we'll see how it pans out. Their defense is banged up, so we'll see how it pans out. But my upset pick of the week is the Giants over the Broncos.
Oh,
interesting.
That's a good one.
Interesting. You don't think Jackson Dart gonna display that swag?
Oh, he gonna swag out. I'm rocking with Jackson Dart and his swaggish.
Bruh.
They playing in Denver. I think Surtain gonna have something to say about that.
Surtain's gonna shut down his side of the ball. Nick Bonito gonna have 3.5 sacks, and Jackson Dart mullet's gonna be all over his goddamn face.
Nah, Bo Nix is gonna have the worst game of the season.
I got money on that, man.
He gonna throw 3 picks.
All righty. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, thank you for tuning in. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and follow us and share this episode. And until next time, we'll see you. Peace.
Peace.